Hey guys, I'm Fab Massimo and we're gonna make this track in just 30 minutes with only Ableton stock and some PML samples. I'm a DJ, producer, artist in the genre of tech house. I live in Berlin and I'm also the label manager of Low Ceiling, and I was really pleased to be invited by PML for this 30-minute challenge. All I got was the sample pack and some Ableton stock, so let's see what we can cook up here. Alright, so let's start the clock and dig through some samples. First off, very important, first thing we need is the kick. So let's go to the shots folder. I've already looked a little bit, so I know the shots is where the drums are. Let's go to kicks. I like this one. Put it in. Let's turn down the volume of these a little bit so we're not clipping. And it's house, so 4 on the floor is just right. Let's make this a little bit longer. Turn on this so we can hear. Turn up the tempo of the project. Because it's rolling tech house, we're going to be a little bit faster, a little bit more energy. Very nice. Let's continue with some bass. Let's drag in an operator. Do it from scratch, use the right waveform. Now, tracks in G work pretty well. It's pretty generic, but let's just do this. We have some 16th notes. Let's just start very basic. Go down. Because tech house. Let's shape the sound a little bit. Some envelope. Filter. Going for some acid sounds. Can never go wrong with these. They're fairly simple and they're really popular at the moment. We can make something that's in between house and psy and maybe even techno. Let's do some sidechain compression. Throw in a compressor. Bring down the threshold. Sidechain. Create a ghost kick. Mute this. This is going to play all the way through. Change the input from the ghost kick. It's already grooving really nicely. Bring down the gain. Change the input signal. All right, let's have some variation. Right, make this sound a little bit more interesting. A little bit of delay, just a tiny bit. All right, doesn't have to be perfect for now. Let's Add some drums, some hats. I want something really sharp that cuts through. This one's amazing. It also has some stereo information. Now let's put some groove underneath. Let's do this with a ride. Perfect. Oops. Turn on the volume. And another head layer. Perfect. Duplicate the time. Let's see. 15 seconds, so this is 32 bars. Perfect. So this is going to be just one increment of the drop. If we double this, we need some variation for the second part of the drop. How about we add a clap here? Perfect. Something that is a bit lower, a little bit more, a little bit raw sounding. Make it a bit shorter. Just want the... Yes, just very short and snappy. Perfect. Add a little groove to it. Let me put this here. Turn down the volume. Time goes so fast when you're in the middle of this. All right. Add some shakers, maybe some percussion loops. Perfect. This is already efficient. Already in the right key. That's what I mean by G is pretty generic, so a lot of samples work from sample packs. Now we need some vocals to give it some life.
Yeah. Okay.
This is actually good to introduce the second part of the track.
Ravers.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Don't need to do a whole lot.
Yeah. Okay. Ravers.
And now, of course, because we're like, it's transy, it's techno-y, let's just have this on repeat.
Ravers. 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 Ravers.
Let's duplicate this as well. One more layer. And this time with a pad, let's just see what pad sounds we have. Or maybe some lead sounds, they can also work well. Perfect. Let's not get stuck with dumb ideas, but I want to try something. Okay, 20 minutes, that's plenty of time. You don't need a whole lot of time. This is, come on, this is like losing it. Matrix. Copy the sidechain. This is way too heavy, way too loud. Add a lot of reverb. These folders are, I liked it better when they didn't have those, to be honest. It's one extra click you have to make every time. Reverb. Let's go for a ride. What else have we got? Now I don't see any rides, so let's just go for a very long hat. This is quite long and very harsh, but it might work. So take this, bring down the volume. Yeah, that's all right. And let's see what other percussions we have. So much great stuff that I just like to use, but we don't have time. Let's go for this one. Still pretty static. Let's go for some grooves. Like so. Go down by an octave. Or maybe we don't, yes, let's not pitch this one. Let's automate the pitch here. So that's a bit less trashy. gradually raising up the tension. And let's also put a compressor on here. And make this sound a little bit more aggressive with some over the top. That's what OTT stands for, by the way, because it is over the top. So I think this is pretty nice for a drop. Let's add a crash. We have some crashes. Let's see. Yeah, let's just use this, pick it apart. This one could be pretty nice for just a effect that comes in between this for the drop. What is this? This is just a clap. We need this. Add a delay. Okay. Time's slowly running out, so I gotta pick up the pace. Okay. Okay, what else have we got? Top loop. Sometimes I like to use these just as a roll. There's some noise. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. All right, now we need a little bit of an intro. Yes, I mean, this is already a pretty solid idea, I think, but let's just arrange a little bit. This is where we go in. Let's see, do we have some strings in this pack? No, so let's pick a string from the Ableton stock. Perfect. Group our drums. So we can put a filter on them. And copy them like so. Create a little build-up with some snares. Perfect. This one's better. Creating some tension. too loud. 5 minutes. Still too loud. And we have to filter out some bass here. But let's just do this on the master. This should just filter out the bass enough. Right until the drop. And then for the drop, this should be turned off, so it doesn't take away any of the low end. Let's just make this longer. I feel like you can listen to it even a little bit longer. Now this has to be pitched up even more then. Two minutes, okay. So we have to wrap it up. Maybe we can add one more sound into 1 minute. Let's see. Maybe we can. Let's see. Let's also add these. And also this one. So, almost done for an idea. Let's see if the drop hits. Just the automation curve's not here. Very important. Last thing we do. Okay, done. Okay, now let's have a listen in what we created here in just 30 minutes with only Ableton stock. Of course, it's not mixed or anything, but I think we have an idea for a new festival anthem. So if you liked this one, and if you're interested in finding out more how to make these sort of tracks, we also recorded a masterclass where I'll guide you through the whole process of making this from start to finish with just Ableton stock and PML samples. The samples you can find in the link below in the description, and I hope to see you in my class. Woo!